Oops. Maybe you didn't know, but I don't get paid for this. Yeah, mostly because of copyright issues. Yay, YouTube. But you know what you can do to support me? Become a member on my YouTube channel. And when you do that, as a bonus, you get access to all my unedited music video reactions, movie reactions, and TV show reactions. That is, if I'm not too embarrassed to share them after filming them. Anyway, you'll see. Flow released a brand new single called Therapy at the Club, which, if I understood correctly, will also be the name of the album that's to come from them. They've already released another track before, a couple of weeks ago, if not maybe a month or two ago. And I didn't react to it at the moment. It came out while I was traveling in Las Vegas, and I ended up listening to it just for my own entertainment. It was Leak It. It was very much a turn to pop music, or R&B infused pop production. But I had a great time, and then we watched a music video together for the members on YouTube and subscriptions on Twitch. And so Leak It was a great track, and I still listen to it to this day. But now Therapy at the Club was just released as a single. Hey Spaz, welcome. I'm jumping here just in time for Flow. You are. It'll be perfect. And so I don't know if the Leak It was really just like a quick pop attempt and then we're getting back into R&B, or if Therapy at the Club is going to keep on stay in that lane of more of the pop-ish approach with the R&B elements. Yeah, Leak It is a great song. Okay, let's listen to Therapy at the Club.
Bottle of 42 helps to ease the pain.
Ooh, oh, piano.
Don't really care if I'm the one you play. Cause when it comes down to it, it's a lonely world. And when it comes down to it, I'm a lonely girl. I took the time.
I think I'm expecting a switch up.
You should sign up. It worked for me. Therapy at the club. Go dance with someone.
That is not what I expected at all.
Go run your mouth to a stranger, cause their arms feel safer than telling the man that you love. He's not enough. He's not enough. And talking is tough. So go ahead and kiss who you wanna, whatever the trauma. If you ever fall out of love, try therapy at the club.
That's with a little touch of the piano. It almost feels more like jazz bar than it feels like an actual club.
Take a shot for the girl at the back. I finally found someone to give her attention and promise me that she won't go back. She did the work. She
Good for her.
It worked for her. You should sign up. Therapy at the club. Go dance with someone. Go run your mouth to a stranger, cause their arms feel safer than telling the man that you love that he's not enough.
Yikes.
And talking is tough. So go ahead and kiss who you wanna, whatever the trauma. If you ever fall out of love, try therapy at the club. Therapy at the club.
The vocals are great, as per usual. Damn. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, the whole like R&B tint to this, like, for the love of God, I can never tell if it's a 3/4 project or a 6/8. but it's like the 3 beats a da 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 da. Like it's not a 4. It's not 4 measures. It's like 3, but I just don't know the difference between 3/4 and 6/8. Anyway, another track that is sort of very similar to this, both in production and kind of this message-ish, is the song by Kehlani with Zed. I don't know if you guys remember this. Good for you, or good thing. Good thing? Yeah. It's a little faster, and it has a bit of that, like, hold on.
Company, I don't need it. I'm
Yeah.
not always cold, I'm just good on my. 'Cause I already got a good thing. I make myself up just to dance in the mirror.
Anyway.
When I. 'Cause I already got a good thing with me.
So, I mean, just the whole like R&B approach with the 3/4 or 6/8, once again, I never know which one, reminds me of Good Thing, which was a great track that I listened to over and over again. I do agree with you, Spaz, that it shows the range that they have in terms of sound, in terms of vocal ability. It showcases their vocals a lot more than it did with Leak It. But I can sort of start getting an understanding of how the album is going to go in terms of sonics. The whole theme of like therapy at the club, and like it's a lot easier to open up to strangers than it is to deal with your own shit. Fair, and to a certain extent, for me, relatable. Sometimes like talking to a pure stranger who's not going to judge you because they don't know your past, they don't know like the stuff that you don't tell them. Sometimes it's a little easier. But yeah, no, vocals are great. The production is interesting. Let me bring up the lyrics again. Songwriting is interesting. I mean, to be fair, like I had a great experience when I listened to their album, Access All Areas. Just they've got interesting writing. I don't know. This is sort of pretty much exactly what that's not true. Had it not been for Therapy at the Club, which misled me into thinking that it might have been more of like a club song, it's exactly what I would have technically expected from Flow on a usual basis. It's funny now because I kind of have a visual in my brain where like I can imagine this song being them in slow-mo, where they're like walking across the club and they're smiling because the therapy worked and everything is going to shit around them. Like the club's on fire, people are like fighting, dropping glasses and bottles on the ground, breaking glass, and like they're just walking and enjoying and smiling because like the therapy felt so nice, even though the world is turning to shit. So sort of had this visual for a second in my brain. Also gotta say the album cover is gonna be really, really interesting. Yeah, it's a little dark, and also we're heading to blues. Whereas the first album was really a lot of reds. Yeah. Okay, so that was Therapy at the Club. Very much looking forward to continue this era with them and see where this leads. Huh. You're still here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I guess you're really, really patient. Or weird. I don't know which one I prefer. Anyway. Enjoy. Wow, I had such a great time reacting to this project. At least, I certainly hope I did. I wouldn't know. Be careful what you say in the comments. I'm known to be a little feisty over there. After all, I am an Aries. You've been warned. If I misspoke during the video, I blame that on the fact that English is not my mother tongue. I've only spoken English since I was like 7. It's not my fault if my parents chose to teach me French first. Do you think I stole this concept from Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet tour? Of course I didn't. I only sampled it, pitched it down, and filtered it to make it more my style. You know what? Careful, Ava Max. I am coming for your Sampling Queen title. Was that too much?